Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a full blue moon and Aquarius reading for my dearest Cancers. Cancer, this full moon is taking place on August 22nd and it has been described as basically the luckiest and the sexiest of the year. So on the same day that confident Leo sun slips into service-oriented, down-to-earth Virgo, we have our second full moon in Aquarius, which makes it a blue moon. It has a real lucky and love vibe. Aquarius, the sign of rebellion and truth, holds fiercely on to the values of the individual. Aquarius wants us to make sure we don't get lost in the crowd and make sure our unique beauty shines. This full moon is also conjunct Jupiter and literally makes 0 negative aspects, so it should bring us hope, clarity, and balance. All right, my fellow Cancers, if this reading resonates with you, I'm just going to ask that you guys like, share, subscribe. Also, you can now follow me on Instagram and TikTok, which I have down below in the description box, if you feel called to do so. Also, if you would like a private reading or you like the cards that I'm using, I have them listed and linked in order of appearance in the description box. And also feel free to leave a comment and don't forget to ring that notification bell. All right, let's go ahead, Cancer. Let's see what messages come through for this blue moon, this Aquarius full blue moon. Messages for my dear Cancers, please. All right, the energy you're bringing into this full moon is the Princess of Pentacles in reverse. What you may be leaving behind, the Six of Wands. What you're moving towards, the Six of Cups in reverse. So we've got the Empress and we have the Ace of Cups in reverse as your advice. All right, what you need to know, Nine of Wands. All right, and we've got the Sun. Beautiful outcome energy, Cancer. Leo energy. So some of you could be Cancer Leo cusps, or you could be dealing with a Leo. You might want to check out the Leo video. The overall energy is the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, Cancer. So what I'm seeing here, I've got the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands in reverse. Double nines indicates that you are coming to the end of a very difficult karmic cycle. With the Nine of Wands in reverse, I do feel like there's a risk of burnout here because you've been overthinking or you've been trapped in anxiety, maybe an energy of depression. There's something here that's not shifting and not changing, and I feel like it might be a person. I feel very strongly, Cancer, that for many of you, it's a love relationship, like a romance. It could be a boss, it could be a coworker, it could be a family member. But when I see the Nine of Swords in reverse, it's a really nice energy because it's about, the darkness sort of dissipating. It's about coming out of, a dark night of the soul type energy. But it also takes us back to the Eight of Swords, and it's an energy of being stuck, and something here needs to give, something needs to shift, and something needs to change. And if there's somebody that you feel that you're stuck on or that you need to release, or you're not sure if you need to release, I feel like this is your answer. Nine of Swords in reverse is like this person, this situation isn't going to shift and change on its own. So it's up to you. So what I'm getting here, Cancer, the Princess of Pentacles in reverse, this is a little bit of an energy of feeling like not ready, needing a little bit of a push to move forward. It can also indicate that you're in a situation where you're not communicating with somebody or they're not communicating with you. The Princess of Pentacles is also feeling really unprepared to move forward. And I get that because I'm getting this energy of being a little bit in an emotional fog, feeling fogged in and not knowing which way to move. Forward, left, right. What you're leaving behind is the Six of Wands. So for some of you guys, it's a partnership. But I do feel like there was a lot of ego energy in this connection. And Cancer, some of us or your person or the person you're dealing with, because not for everybody is it a love relationship, the Six of Wands is telling me that we need to move past the ego. And the ego is what's here keeping us stuck, okay, with the Princess of Pentacles. Maybe, I can't do this. I need this. I need this person. They're the only person for me. I'll never find anybody that I'm so attracted to or that's so much like me or, where I have such a good connection. So I feel like Spirit's really asking you to take a look at that. I also feel like there may be a situation where you were getting a lot of recognition and reward from someone okay? And then all of a sudden they've gone quiet or they've gone silent, or you're not getting that same, job well done type energy, which I'm not saying that you necessarily need, but you're wondering, okay, what did I do wrong here? So what you're moving towards is the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this is telling me that that my Cancers that are connecting with this reading were still a little bit too anchored in the past and too focused on the negative energy, that it's time to release the past. And this Aquarius full moon is allowing us to do that. But it's almost an energy of we need to get out of our own way. Your advice energy, your advice cards here, the Empress, hold back. Recognize your worth and your value. You are this energy. And Cancer, people see you this way. But there's some sort of situation, love, family, or work that feels like a missed opportunity, but Spirit wants you to know that there are no missed opportunities. This is something that wasn't in alignment with you. It's something that's not making you feel good. It's not making you feel strong. And it's up to you to get into this Empress energy. She is a master manifester. She's the creatrix of her own paradise. She's a business owner. She's a mother. She's a lover. She's a homemaker. She is everything all rolled into one. She's learned all the lessons of the queens, and she's holding herself back, and she's holding herself in high regard because she's in the process of manifesting her happiness. But there's a really strong message coming out here that you guys are feeling exhausted. You guys are feeling overwhelmed by this situation or by holding on to something that Spirit's saying it's now time to release, to trust in yourself, to trust how far you've come, because what's coming is enlightenment, success, growth. This is soulmate energy, maybe even twin flame connection. This is happiness. Look at those two twins. They're out in the sun enjoying life. So you are in the process of manifesting something amazing, but you need to make sure that you refill your cup. Make sure you pay attention to what you're eating and what you're drinking. The Princess of Pentacles energy in reverse tells me some of us might have slipped off that wagon, maybe slipped into, eating sort of lower vibrational foods, or make sure that you're drinking enough water. Make sure that you're exercising. I feel like some of my Cancers out there, you guys are entrepreneurs. You may even be starting a spiritual business is what I'm picking up on. It's so important that, that you exercise daily if you can, but you refill your cup, because I feel like with this Nine of Wands energy, you guys are running the risk of burnout. And there's something here that, isn't shifting and changing no matter how much you love them or how much you love it. It's time to put yourself first because you're manifesting happiness here, Cancer. All right, so let's go ahead and see what additional messages come through with the energy oracles. We get hostilities. Yep, leaving behind hostilities. Cancer, many of you guys, again, the Empress, she's all the queens rolled into one. She's not going to be pulled into negative energy. Absolutely not. She's learned that lesson. She is actually what I'm seeing for my Cancers here. And again, it's not a gender specific reading, but there's a really strong feminine female presence here. But with the Empress and the Sun card, what I'm seeing here is, again, like you are in the midst of switching timelines, Cancer, and you're leaving behind an ego-driven timeline or people that are very 3D focused or stuck in an ego energy because you're seeing things from a higher perspective. All right, things are going to be getting easier for you. All right, and the Temple path. But it is a reminder, Cancer, that you are surrounded by your spirit guides, by your angels. You have 3D support, but you also have this support from the celestial realms. And don't ever forget that, okay? Because sometimes, I do feel like there's a situation here where you are feeling lost or abandoned, or you weren't able to manifest what it is that you really truly wanted. And Spirit wants you to know that's because it wasn't in alignment with you. It wasn't really truly for you, okay? There's something better, okay? There's something better. All right, so we've got rest and rejuvenation. So coming out really strong, my dear Cancers, the need to connect with source energy, to pray, to meditate, to get enough rest. I'm seeing you guys, they're showing me like bags under the eyes, like dark circles, just feeling a little bit and a little ding there, needing to make sure that you're connecting with source, with your higher self, eating, drinking enough water, eating healthy foods, getting enough rest is so essential because there's something big coming your way. all right? And where you were indecisive or you were feeling confused, or that fog that I was picking up on, you know, that's coming to an end, okay? Overall energy, community. Yep, some of you guys with this community card, there could have been some sort of third party situation involved. Again, it doesn't have to mean that there's a romantic rival, but I do feel like you guys may have been dealing with, you know, nasty coworkers. You could have been dealing with family members where you were butting heads with, you know, you could have frenemies, whatever it might be. But I'm getting this energy of the Empress. You're shifting timelines, and this lower vibrational stuff is going to drop away. It could be in a personal relationship as well, where you're feeling drained. Like if you were trying to start a business with someone, or, you know, a relationship or whatever it is, that there wasn't this collaboration. And in fact, it actually became something where there was resentment or there were hostilities. And I feel like that really affected you, Cancer, as it would, you know, any of us. But I see you moving beyond that. Again, they're just showing me like this lower vibrational energy, people and situations just dropping away because you're elevating, you're ascending, you're switching timelines here. And you're doing it, you know, I just heard sisters were doing it for ourselves. They started playing that song because I feel like you guys are you're moving onwards and upwards. You're leaving this in the past, but there's a big but here. All right, that sounded funny, but there's but what I'm seeing here though is it's so important that you put yourself first, that you nurture yourself just as you've been nurturing others, okay? Lightning, so sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval. Yeah, you've definitely been through some major upheaval, and I think it's knocked your confidence, or it made you feel like you weren't quite ready. But lightning is like a tower moment. So again, major timeline shift for my dear Cancers out there. And we get coffee cup. So meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted in friendship. So I think where you guys were feeling abandoned by people, whether it's friends, family, you know, a lover, a partnership, I see situations improving for you. Coming out of hostilities, you could be repairing a relationship with somebody. I also feel that if there were people that weren't supporting you, you're just leaving them behind. The Empress, you know, she's okay on her own, you know, if she needs to be. But I'm also seeing here that for many of you guys, you know, I'm feeling like for many of you guys, you might have had to go MIA for a little bit. If you're working on your businesses or you're working on your job, or you're just trying to sort of recalibrate your energy. And so I feel like there could be a little bit of more of like a reaching out, or, you know, mending relationships or friendships. You know, take the time that you need, Cancer, okay? But again, Spirit's telling you you're not on your own. You don't have to do this on your own. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else comes through. Healthy choices. I told you guys it's about making healthy choices. Food, what you're drinking, what you're eating. You know, use color therapy. Some of you guys also, this is about exercising. It's also just about removing yourself from situations that are really draining. Yeah, Cancer, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, attraction, and affection. So many of you guys are up-leveling. And if you're trying to call in a partner, if you've been really sort of feel like you've been obsessing, or you've been thinking about somebody, or you know, this is a message here, and it came through very strong. This situation or this person, they may come back in, but they haven't changed. And they're not, and I feel it very, very strongly that many of you guys and all of us are looking at a situation of the choice is ours, and we have to make the choice that's best for us. And I think this is a major aha moment where you're realizing that you need to cut someone or something out, because that's the healthiest and the best choice of you. In doing so, you're calling in love. By loving yourself, you're calling in a more aligned love and passion. Ooh, all right, Cancer. So insane chemistry, like each other equally, and having fun. So this is what you have to look forward to in releasing this past energy. Okay. All right, let's see what else comes through. That's a very happy little twist. And like I said, for some of you guys, you may have been in a situation where somebody was non-committal, or they had you in a third party situation. There could have been a work situation where there was a lot of gossip, or just you felt like somebody didn't have your back. They just showed me somebody being like, bye, ciao, adios. You know what? I don't need this. And you know what, Cancer? I love that, because that's Empress energy. Holding yourself in high regard, loving yourself, making healthy choices. You will be so surprised what it brings you. All right, so we get expression. I express my intuition with self-confidence and love. Some of you guys are definitely starting like spiritually based businesses or practices. They're telling me something here about the vagus nerve. And I don't really know exactly enough about it to elaborate, but some of you guys, I don't know, some of you guys need to pay attention or are working with the vagus nerve. All right. All right, let's go ahead and see what else. Or maybe some of you guys are just, Las Vegas means something to you. Because there's a funny mantra that I learned about the vagus nerve and Las Vegas. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what else comes through. A little dork out moment there. Lift off. I open my senses to feel delicious pleasure and passion. So we see that. We see love. We see passion. This is you rising above a situation where you weren't supported, where there was gossip, where you weren't in an equal give and take. I love it. All right, and we get the mirror. Reflect, I hold the mirror up to see, accept, and love all of me. Yeah, because Cancer, I feel like whatever situation you were dealing with, if it was a work situation, if it was a love situation, if it was money, if it was a friendship, it made you feel less than. And you were loving this person, you were putting your all into this situation. And I feel like with the Princess in Pentacles, like you just started to feel so drained and started to really turn inward and even on yourself. And this is the shift that's taking place. You're accepting and loving all of you, and you're calling in somebody who's going to do the same. Okay. And we get the Amazon Queen. Yeah, this is my Cancers. You guys are such badasses, male or female, it doesn't matter. I am a devoted warrior of the universe. Oh my gosh. Yes, Cancer. Yes, yes, yes. You have been to battle. And I feel like you're always taking the high road, okay? So I love that about you. All right, let's go ahead and see what other messages come through. What additional messages come through for my dear Cancers? Reconciliation, okay, and trust issues. So for some of my Cancers, you guys are really on the fence about whether or not to reconcile with a friend, with a coworker, with going back to a job, or going back to a lover, or somebody you were in a long-term commitment with. I do feel that Spirit was very strongly with this Nine of Swords in reverse, saying this person may not have changed. It's very, very likely that this person hasn't changed. I think you have a lot of love for this person, Cancer, but I also feel that it's time for you to really focus on you. Spirit's showing me very clearly that for those of you who are resonating with this reading, you're going to rise above this situation and you're calling in something amazing. Now, of course, it doesn't mean that you can't repair a past situation. Everybody's situation and what's happened and unfolded between you guys is going to be very different, okay? So it's about trusting your intuition. But again, trust is the foundation for every beautiful and long-lasting relationship. And that's something that can't be repaired very easily. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, Cancer, look at that. This is what I feel very strongly for you guys. New love. I really do. I feel like there's something new. A new job, a new timeline, a new romance. It's on its way. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else comes through. Okay, a secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. Yeah. And then this one wanted to come out too. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Yeah, I feel like for this past person, this past situation, Cancer, you guys had a lot of love. But I do feel that, there's somebody around you that has really strong feelings for you. Okay, and they're not letting you know that. So you guys, I'm going to leave it here. Sending you lots of love and light. Take care.